Welcome to the parent guide for using the Trails End app. Start by either entering in your username and password, click on the sign in button, or clicking on the register button and registering for the sale via your unit's information. Authenticate your identity. You can click on the Trust This Device before doing the authentication so you don't have to do this each time. After entering in your authentication code, click on Continue. Enable biometrics if you would like to. And now you will see the dashboard for the individual scouts. There's several different areas you should be aware of. The first thing is in the upper left-hand corner is what is called the hamburger. This icon allows you to see different menu items. You will use this often to come back to in order to navigate around the app. We'll stay on the dashboard to start with. At the top, you will see that there is my Test Scout account. If I have more than one scout using the same email address, you can simply go ahead and click on the arrow and click Switch User to switch to an alternate user. In the upper right-hand corner, you can click the Share button to share your page via email, copy, or a QR code. Again, on the dashboard, you'll notice in the top section, this is where you will see what your goals are, how many points you are away from your goal, what your ranking is in the unit, council, and in the nation. Below there, you will see your total sales, and then you'll see the breakdown of how those sales were comprised, online, wagon, or storefront, as well as you'll also see if they were cash, credit, or online credit. Scrolling down a little bit further, you will see the Share My Page or Visit My Page. This is how you can either share the page to your friends and family. In addition, you can also use the Share Via, email, copy, or QR code. At the bottom, you'll see any storefront shifts that you have currently signed up for. In addition, across the bottom of the page, you have your dashboard icon, which will return you to this main page. You also have online, wagon, and storefront. We're going to start by going into the Visit My Page section. Visit My Page will show you what your Trails End page looks like. In here, you can see all of the different products that are available online. In order to set this page up, we're going to navigate back, then click on the hamburger, and from here, we're going to click on Manage Page. This is where you can type in information about your scout and provide information such as what their favorite product is or add additional photos or profile pictures. Enter in a brief description about yourself and why you are selling popcorn, then click the Save button. Once you have saved it, now click on Favorite Product. Use the arrows left and right until you find the product that is your favorite. Once you've found the product, select the product for it to be captured as the product that is your favorite. Now, you can go ahead and close that section, reopen it to verify that the selection has stayed. You can also click on Scout Photos and upload a photo of different activities if you would like to share. And you can also update your profile picture. Simply click the down arrow, select the photo you would like to share, and then you are finished. Once you have finished setting up your page, go back to the hamburger and click on Rewards. Here you can set up your goal. Simply click on the picture of the pencil to enter in your goal. You can also change your points or add your points by selecting the products from the bottom half of the screen by selecting the heart in the upper right-hand corner of the items. Now, we're going to go back to our dashboard, and from here, we are going to look as to how to sign up for storefronts. You can sign up for storefronts by clicking on the storefront button in the lower right-hand corner. You will see a calendar. The dates that show red have storefronts that are completely booked. The dates that are blue have storefronts that still have shifts available. If you click on the shifts, you'll see where you can sign up, withdraw. To sign up, simply click on the shift and you will receive notification that you have signed up for the shift. Here is an example of the email that your scout will receive, letting them know that they have signed up for a specific shift. As you get closer to your storefront time that you have already signed up for, you can log into your app and then click on Storefront. Find the day and time that you've signed up for, click on View Shifts, and then you'll see the Sell button. Simply click the Sell button, and now you are ready to start selling at that storefront. While selling at a store, if you navigate away from the storefront in the app, you will see the red banner across the top letting you know that you need to return to the storefront in order to continue selling. Simply click on the banner. Once you have gotten into the storefront sales section, you're going to see a couple of different things. At the top, you'll see the current shift details, letting you know the date and the time of the shift and the location, as well as the current sales per shift and the sales for all of the shifts. Then you will see your shift rate and sales split method. To begin, click on Start Sale. From here, you have two choices. You can add the individual products that the person would like to purchase, and you can also add Heroes and Helper by clicking the stripe at the bottom and either tapping the $5, $10, or $20 option or manually entering the amount and clicking the Add button. Once you have finished, click the Review and Checkout option. Then you can review the orders to make sure that you have it set up correctly and click on Checkout. From here, you have three options: checkout with card, customer device, or cash. If the person chooses card, you will click on Card, and then you will click on Manual Credit Card Entry if you do not have any Square devices, and type in the credit card number, expiration date, CVV, and zip code, and then click the Charge button. If you have a contactless reader, you can merely tap or insert the card to process it. This will also work for Google Pay, Apple Pay, and Cash App. If the customer would like to pay with their own device, you'll click on Customer Device, and you'll either enter in their phone number or have them scan this QR code to actually do the payment. This will send them a notification to their phone, and then they can process it on their phone. If you use this method, please make sure that you see confirmation that the order has been paid for before releasing the customer. Your last option is to use cash. And to use cash, you just simply click on the Cash button. At the end of any one of these transactions, you will see the message asking if the customer would like their receipt. Simply type in their phone number and click on Send, or click on Done, No Receipt to bypass. From here, we're going to use this back arrow to scroll back to my storefront sales dashboard. Here you'll now see that I have an order for $45 that has been recorded. If I click on the order button in the lower left-hand side, I can also see that there is an order, one of which has been processed and the other which has not. The second record says pending, and therefore that one has not gone through yet. If I click on the individual records, I can see the information about that record, and I could send the receipt or refund the order from this particular screen if I made a mistake or if the customer then wanted a receipt. You can also use the inventory button on the right-hand side to see how much inventory that you have. Once sales have been added that are cash, you will now see the Cash Owed to Unit button. This is called Cash to Credit. This is a new feature to Trails End. Clicking the Cash to Credit will allow you to pay for all cash sales using a parent's credit card. Click Continue and enter in the amount of money that you would like to charge on your card. You can only charge between $20 and whatever the maximum recorded cash is. In this case, it's $45. You would simply enter the amount or a portion thereof, and then click the Continue button. If you would enter more than is available, you will see an error message. Once you click on Continue, it will ask you to confirm the amount of money, click the Continue to Payment button, click on the Manual Credit Card Entry or tap their card and enter their information. For my particular unit, I am asking all parents not to use this feature at storefronts. The reason is transactions that are converted to credit card can no longer be refunded, which means when I, as the popcorn kernel, go to make the reconciliation at the end of the sale, I will not be able to make those adjustments as necessary. For example, if someone sold a jar of popping corn and they should have sold a box of Unbelievable Butter, I cannot refund that cash sale for the popping corn and re-enter it in as the Unbelievable Butter. So please, for my individual pack, please do not use this cash to credit button at the end of your shift. As the leader, I also have the ability to do this and will use this after I have done the reconciliation so that your scouts will then earn 1.25 points instead of 1 point for cash sales. If you aren't already on the dashboard, please navigate back to it. Then from the bottom, click on Wagon Sale and click on Start Sale. From here, you will go ahead and select the items that you're interested in. Scrolling down, you can also select your heroes and helpers either from the items that are listed or use that stripe across the bottom that says Donate to Heroes and Helpers and enter in the amount that you would like to donate. Once you have completed the list of items, click on Review and Checkout. At this point, you have two options. If you have product with you, you will leave the screen as it is. If you do not have the items with you, you will go ahead and click on that Deliver All button from the upper right-hand corner to deselect it, which means that you do not have the product with you and you will need to deliver it at another time. You'll notice that by doing so, you now have a red circle on the icon with the person on it. Click on that icon and fill in the appropriate information for the person that you are selling to. This will allow you to know the name and address of the person you need to deliver the product to. For my example, I'm going to just go ahead and say that I am delivering it. You'll see that that circle disappears. It is no longer necessary for me to enter in their name and address. You can also, if necessary, unselect one item and leave one item delivered. If you do so, you will need to go ahead and enter in that customer's information. However, we're going to leave both items as delivered. Click the blue stripe at the bottom that says checkout, and now you have those same options, card, customer device, or cash, just like you do at the storefront. You'll follow the exact same method as we did at the storefront. If you missed that part of the video, please rewind and watch it, as it will tell you exactly how to process the credit cards with or without a Square device. I'm going to go ahead and choose cash for this item. I'm going to say that we do not need a receipt. And you'll notice that it then brings me back to my wagon sale, so I can just simply use the back arrows to get back. Now you will see that the information on my dashboard for wagon sales has been updated to show you that I have a $40 sale that has been registered. Again, you have the same options, orders, and inventory down at the bottom that you can go ahead and look at your previous orders or your inventory. And you can now use the new feature called Cash to Credit. This feature is a replacement for the previous Pay Now button. The new feature allows you to pay for any cash purchases with your own personal credit card, therefore providing the scouts with an additional 0.25 in points. Click on the Cash to Credit button, review the information on the screen, click on Continue, enter in the amount that you would like to pay on your credit card. Please note you must pay a minimum of $20 and you cannot convert more than the amount that has already been purchased in cash. Looking at the screen, you can see that both the max and the min amount. For our example, we are going to convert $25. You can either enter the amount you would like to convert, or you can click full amount at the bottom. If you enter more than the amount available, you will see an error to let you know that you have exceeded the maximum amount. Please re-enter the appropriate amount. Once you've entered the amount you would like to convert, click on Continue, read the instructions, verify the amount of cash, and click on the toggle button. Once you've done so, click on Continue to Payment. Now enter your credit card information at the bottom by clicking on Manually Enter Credit Card Entry. After you have entered the card number, click on the Charge button. You will see that the payment has now been processed. When you are finished, click Done. All right, and the last thing that we're going to learn is we're going to look at online sales. So go ahead and click that Online Sale button from the bottom. If you have a customer who is not comfortable going to your storefront, if you have a customer who is not comfortable going to your online page and making a purchase, you can do the purchase from your individual app. To do so, you're going to come over to the Online Orders button. Then you'll click on Visit My Page. You'll go ahead and select the privacy message, and then you can scroll down to see all of the items that are available. Go ahead and add the items to the cart that the customer would like to purchase. You will then see the cart in the upper right-hand corner. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And from here, you're going to see a couple of things. First, if they'd like to add any heroes and helpers, you can do that at the top. And if you are satisfied with all of the items that you have listed, you can either click the Continue to Checkout button and enter in their contact information, their shipping information, and do the payment from here. Or your other option is, going back into your cart, you can click the Share button next to the word cart. This is a way for you to share this with the customer. So for example, you can say, click link, copy it, email it to them, or you can text it to them, and that will therefore allow them to do the payment on their side and enter in their own information. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you are happy with this video and you'd like to help me out, please consider donating to my GoFundMe page so that I can purchase this software and be able to provide free videos to you without the watermark. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, again, please reach out to your unit colonels, your district colonels, or your council.